Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. Welcome to the African Apocalypse Q&A panel discussion. I'm your host for this evening, Brother Hakeem. You're truly in for a treat.
I actually thought it was really, really good. It's a really powerful film.
It was so personal to me. It was brilliant.
It was so personal. A lot of times when you're watching things about Africa or about somewhere that's not really close to home, it's actually just feels far away.
I'm directly mixed parentage. So seeing my mother's people slaughtering my father's people, hearing these accounts, it's really uncomfortable. Really, really uncomfortable.
I think this is a really poignant, a really timely piece.
Femi was perfect for the job. When I went to West Africa the first time, all these questions he was putting in of trying to make sense of what he was seeing, I went through.
I just felt like I was actually going on a journey with the host.
I thought it was good the way how you seen Femi's journey. It felt like he was there from a historical perspective, but then it kind of transitioned into a spiritual.
The connection with the spirits, the connection with the environment, the spirit and the energies of the environment, I thought was profoundly important.
It was just on point in terms of how people feel about colonialism, Rhodes Must Fall, or the statues coming down, like globally.
Personally speaking, for instance, the job that was done on Valet should be done on the likes of Rhodes, of the guy down in Bristol. Everybody should know these backgrounds to what these people actually did.
I did a book 10 years ago, which actually led to conversation with Rob, the initial ideas. I was working on this story for many years myself, but what I could not achieve was the grassroots engagement and the genuine encounters.
Documenting of a history of a narrative, of a story that we don't know is always going to be a good thing. That's clearly, and I think we just heard from Bertrand about the uncovering of grassroots narratives. That was something which we owed him a debt for. That was a fantastic piece of.
Thankful for the opportunity to connect with our people from a part of the African continent that many of us in the anglicized African world know precious little about. I
learned an awful lot. I discovered a lot about the story. I enjoy the fact that the story has been revitalized in a much more significant fashion than I managed as a historian. So I'm immensely grateful to Femi and Rob for having achieved that.
To hear the voice of our people and to know that the message has been passed on from generation to generation, how present the atrocities are in their conscious and subconscious thinking. That came across in the film, and I thought that was very, very important.
The governments have not necessarily had the opportunity or had the people in power to actively fight for this history. It's often been the people on the ground.
There is an interest in building a case, a direct case from Niger to France.
One of the people from our film, who you may remember from the scene in Dogunduchi, the guy saying, "We can never forgive, we can never forget," and I speak to him a bit about Albert Camus. He is just run for office in his local municipality and has got in, and he is one of the people interested in possibly bringing a case forward.